is Ray from the Podcast Dojo, and today I bring you another awesome video for our awesome channel. It's been a while since I haven't done a video in which I give any advices on how to be in a relationship, how to get to meet somebody, etc. So I thought it would be a great time for me to talk about it right now. So a lot of people have gotten the opportunity of do online dating. I mean, myself included. I did it for a little bit. And a lot of us come out with great results. Some others come with disappointments. I haven't heard of a lot of people doing online dating anymore, maybe because I'm not in the scene, or maybe it just died down. I'm not sure. I know that a lot of these websites, however, have gotten really expensive. Some of them were even free at some point, and now they're charging more money in order for you to pay them to try to get you a match. Online dating, what do I think about it? Do I think it works? Do I think it doesn't work? Well, let me tell you 3 different stories that I have of 3 different girls that I got to meet in some of these online dating sites. And from there, I'll jump into my opinion of whether I think or I don't think if online dating actually works. So girl number 1, I met her in OkCupid. Most of you out there who actually do a lot of dating online, you probably heard of this website. It was one of the most popular ones. It was free, and I think they're charging now. I don't know how much they're charging. I could be wrong, but for some reason I thought I saw something about them charging. Anyways, that doesn't matter. What matters is that I got to meet a girl in OkCupid, I remember, and she was new in town. And I thought that it would be a great idea for her to get to meet somebody, that person of course being me. But she was from Russia. She was a student, and you know, she just wanted to get to meet people and all that good stuff. So I said yes, we can go and drink a coffee. We went out. I stay out there, you know, waiting for her. She finally shows up, very nice and cute girl, and we have all these conversations, and you know, we have a really good time. I'm thinking, hey, you know, we're having such a great time. Maybe we should go out some other time and all that jazz. She also told me that, you know, she would like to go out with me again. And I mean, I couldn't reject it. So I said yes. You know, and there were times that I would try to text her and she wouldn't answer back or anything like that. And, you know, I'm the type of person that always believes that if you text somebody at some point, they will get to you, because nowadays people deal with their phone more than they used to back then. So they will get to see that you send them a message. If they reply, well, you know, that would be awesome. If they don't, well, whatever. So I sent her one message the following day. I remember I didn't hear anything from her. And then, I don't know, I got very busy because at that time I was in school. So there were times that I would not even look at my phone. I mean, I would just drop my phone somewhere and, you know, just let it be. So when I go back and look at my phone after doing all my homework and all that jazz, I see like 20 different messages from this girl and like, I don't know, like a little over 10 calls as well. And I said, holy crap, you know. I call her back and all that, but she never picks up the phone. And then, you know, it's whatever. I don't pay any attention to my phone. And then when I call back, she sends me a lot of more messages and telling me how I hate her for not basically, you know, replying back to her, and that she was really getting her hopes on and stuff like that, and that she really liked me, and that she would show me how much she likes me, and blah, 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 blah. And I said, what is going on? How did this happen all of a sudden? I mean, we just went on a date. I mean, a date, shit, you can't love somebody for a date, you know, for a single date. So she sent me a picture of herself with my name all over her body. Like she had it in her chest, in her stomach. And no, she didn't tattoo my name on her. I mean, that would have been extreme. But she did, you know, wrote her name with lipstick all over her skin, all over her body. I was like, what is going on? And the best thing I did was just walk out of that, because I mean, somebody that does that just because you went out on a date with them only one time, I mean, that's crazy. Second date was weird. I I used to talk to this girl a whole lot. I'm not gonna mention her name or anything like that. I think she was from Lebanon. I could be wrong. But I used to talk to her a whole lot, and it got to a point in which she said, we need to go out because we're talking a lot on the phone. It's so great having conversations with you. We need to have some of these conversations, face to face. And I've been always the type of person that likes to talk a lot, so I said, hell yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I mean, it's been nice talking to you, so let's go ahead and do it. So, where to meet? She asks me because she's not very familiar with the area. And then I said, how about we just meet to Los Amigos restaurant on West Broad Street? She told me, yeah, let's do that on Saturday at 5:30. I still remember the time. And I went there. I was already there at 5:30. And, I waited like 10 minutes. And when I waited 10 minutes, I look at my watch and I'm like, it's 10 minutes past 5:30. It's like 5:40 at this point. Should I call her? Yeah, let me go ahead and call her. So I called her, right? And she never responded. She never sent a text. She never did anything. So I said, screw it. I'm gonna wait 10 more minutes just to try to see if she shows up. Maybe she's just running late, Waited 10 more minutes. So at this point it was like 5:50. And I said, should I just give it another chance? And I told the back of my head told me, hell no, get the hell out of there. She left you waiting 20 minutes, no call, no text back, no nothing. So get the hell out of there, dude. What are you doing there? So I left. I hadn't heard anything from her like throughout the whole night. And then the following day, she decided to text me, and I saw her text and whatever, and she was saying that she was sorry, but she was just going through a hard time, with her mother, because her mother was being, sick and all that jazz. I said, if your mother was sick, it's understandable, we can meet up another day. And then she actually told me we can meet on Wednesday, at 6 o'clock in the same place. And I was like, okay, not a problem. I get there at 6 o'clock. Same thing happens, dude. Like same thing. So I waited 10 minutes, 20 minutes basically, and nothing. Send messages to her, gave her a call, nothing. And I said, what the fuck is going on? I mean, it happened one time, now it happened a second time, and I was like, okay, well, anyways. So I waited, right? The next day, she texted me and she told me, hey, I'm sorry, blah, 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 I've been having problems, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, well, if you're having so many problems when we're gonna go out on a date, I think it's best for us not to date. I didn't tell her that though. What I did do, however, is that I didn't reply to her messages. So holy shit, she called me like 10 times and I didn't pick up. And last time she called me, I did pick up. And she was like, do you have something against me? I told her, no, what's up? And she told me, well, I just feel like you really are not trying, to do your best and try to keep us, connected together. I was like, excuse me? Well, I've been the one who's spending my gas going to this place and you not showing up. I understand the first time because you told me about your mom. I don't even know why the hell, you were not able to go this time, And she was like, I'm just having problems. I was like, okay, so how's your mom feeling? And then out of nowhere, she exploded. She told me, who the fuck do you think you are? do you think, why are you asking about my mom? Don't ask about my mom. I was like, what? Excuse me? I thought you told me that your mom was sick, so I'm just asking to see how she is. How is that so bad and offensive to you? And she was like, I don't ask about your mom. And I said, you know what? Just whatever. I'm done. And we never spoke again. Actually, she did message me like a year after, and she told me that she was she was having drug problems, and she wanted to know if I smoked dope and shit, and I was like, no. and but I ignored her after that. I was like, I can't deal with this. The third one, it wasn't horrible, but I was just bored. And I respect people from every religion. Whatever people want to believe, it's up to them. If they have faith, that's awesome. But this girl that I went out with, she was Jewish, and she wanted just to shove her, the fact that she was Jewish on my face. Everything that I brought into topic, everything that I said, she transformed it into something Jewish. It's like, for example, I like this cap. This cap makes me comfortable. Then she'll turn it around and say, us Jewish don't like caps because they're supposed to be evil. I'm not saying that's real. It's just an example. Or like, oh, I'm going to the beach on the weekend. And then she'll transform it like, oh, water is just so bad for Jewish people. Again, not saying that it's true, of course, but it's how she used to do it. She used to transform everything into like Jewish stuff. And I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but the thing is, when you like force certain things into other people so much, it's just like, okay, I get it. You're Jewish. That's good. I respect that, but stop. I was in school at that time, and I remember that I saw her in the library, and in the VCU library, which is downtown. It's a pretty big university, and she saw me and she asked me how I was doing. I told her that I was doing well. She kind of noticed that I didn't want anything to do with her, so she seemed upset, and then she texted me a picture of her drinking a bottle of rum, and she was like, I'm doing this for you. And I was like, because we went out on one date and you did most of the talking, I don't know, I can't deal with this. Those are my 3 different experiences that I had with different girls that I dated online. And I have to say, they were not very pleasant at all. I mean, they were probably my worst days. Actually, the second one, girl number 2, I never even got to see her like in person. I don't know how she looks to this day, to tell you the truth. And the worst thing is that she contacts me every now and then just to try to see if I want to smoke with her, and I don't even do drugs. I don't even smoke regular cigarettes. So do I think that online dating works? Based on my experience, I will have to say no. I feel like a lot of the people that go to dating sites, they're looking for 2 things: sex and a very unrealistic relationship. I don't care how much information somebody puts online, whether they're single and they behave a certain way or some other way or whatever. That is not really enough to determine the real you. For example, I can sit down right now and I can go into OkCupid and I can make a profile and I can read a profile and I can always interpret it the way that I want to interpret it, because I'm not seeing the actual behavior of this person behind the monitor. Somebody may describe themselves in a certain way, but they can actually be in a different thing when you actually meet them in person. So it's really hard for me to take very serious the descriptions that they actually put of themselves in a dating site. Sometimes I behave certain ways that I don't even acknowledge or even recognize. Only somebody else can actually tell me that I behave certain ways. And whether you think it's good for you the way I behave or not, it's up to you. But I feel like if there's not that face-to-face interaction, there's just almost little chances that you will actually like somebody just by reading their information. When you go online and you're trying to meet somebody, a lot of your modes of interaction and communication are disabled. The only way that you can communicate with somebody else is through text. And unfortunately, it's very hard to interpret text the way that you want somebody else to interpret it. Who knows? Maybe those girls that were trying to talk to me and I thought they were mean, probably they were not even mean. Maybe it was just hard for me to interpret what they were trying to say and in the way they were trying to talk to me. But again, we're only going to interpret text the way we want to do it and not how it actually is, as long as somebody else tells you, hey, I was trying to talk to you in this way. Hey, I was trying to say it in that way. So my final verdict when it comes to online dating: don't do it. I mean, well, do it if you want to. But what I'm trying to say is, it barely works. It's not there. I've seen people that have been successful at it, and I mean, those people are next level, I feel. But you have a really low percentage of actually being able to go out and have a successful date for a lot of reasons. The best way to get to meet somebody is just showing yourself in front of that person, telling that person how you feel, and telling that person if you're interested in them, and just come out and say something funny that they may like to hear, and that's the way that they will see your personality, but not behind a monitor. You just never know what's hiding behind those texts and that monitor. So the best thing is, if you're gonna go and you wanna date somebody, go out to a library, go out to a college campus, get to meet people, go to parties, go to activities in which a lot of people are involved. And I bet you that you're gonna have better luck meeting somebody special than going to an online dating site. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a while, like I said, since I haven't done one of these videos, and I just wanted to make another one because I thought that, it's been a while and it felt just like the right time, especially because I was talking to somebody about online dating, so that reminded me, and I said, hey, let me make a video out of that. Anyways guys, I really hope that you liked this video, and if you did, please show it by clicking the like button. If you like our content and would like to see more of it, hey, just hit the subscribe button guys, and don't forget to click on the little bell that's next to the subscriber button in order for you to get the notifications every time we upload a video. And leave your opinions down below in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think that dating sites actually do work? Will they work for you? Have you tried online dating sites? Well, leave them down in the comment section below, because here at the Podcast Dojo, we like to hear your opinions and your stories. This is Ray Ray from the Podcast Dojo, signing out.